Webster. We'll do a picture of us before we start.
Okay. Before and after photo?
Before we lost all the weight and sweated.
Unwilling to carry on.
Well, I don't know about that.
You ready?
Ready. Let her rip.
I got 3 of them, so.
Thank you, sir.
Mom should be good.
Yeah.
You good?
Oh, welcome. I'm Steve. Probably know that.
Hi, Steve.
There are alternate Steves here too, so if I mess up, you can substitute Steve. So just a quick little bit about the sort of the business. There's a bunch of kind of iced teas and iced coffees and stuff, so please, sunscreen, shade, hydrate, and there's different kind of waters here right behind the Rebbe. I think we didn't put the drinks out, but there's cups out and drinks are in the coolers. And if you need to take a moment to wet a towel and put it on, or just take a moment to sit, that's why I put the chairs out. We're not here to push you. We're here to show you how to push yourselves when the right time is right. So a little bit about the history. Rick and I were at his home in Snug Harbor, in Staten Island, in a place called Snug Harbor, and there's a Scholars Garden there, which is quite transportative. It's a little bit of a, I don't remember falling through a hole, but I was looking at skyscrapers and here in JFK, and then I'm in China. It's quite magic, and the architecture, the feng shui, the plantings, and just the vibe, for lack of very high vibes there, Ethan. And we hadn't gone through too much. I think we maybe had just walked to it, not into it. And I said to Rick, like, we have to do a thing. Like, we have to, I don't know what it looks like or what it is, but we have to do a thing. This is the place that's calling us to do a thing. And then we kind of set it on the calendar at a poll to the Sedona event, Tai Chi Alchemy in September. Sign up now. So that people that
Morning, there will be subliminals.
yeah, so the people that find 363 days too long to wait can have a little bit of a gravity-assisted slingshot on that process, in May or June. So that was kind of our thinking, and so we've been doing that for 15 years or something, whatever number this is, I'm not really sure.
It's 13.
13 years. And we didn't have the turnout that I wanted this year, so I went through my whole, 6 or 7 weeks of frustration and depression and anxiety. But then I talked to Rick, which I recommend, that always helps. and Rick was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm on the phone to discuss the party. And I was like, but there's not a lot of people. I don't see how we go for it. And he's like, but the party, Daryl will be there, Gregory will be there. Obviously it's a Rebbe, it's a party. So that helps. I recommend, getting to know
Fun
Rick
will be
better.
had today.
Yeah. And the general ideas that Rick and I would share, kind of the edges, the leading edge of our own discovery, research, study with you. So it's usually less polished here than it will be later in the year at other workshops we do. But that's kind of the fun. It's a little bit of a high wire act for us. Like, I haven't tried this, but it should be fun to try, and we have a good loving group for that. But you guys do us a service too, because once we offload our leading edge stuff, we're not really the teacher. We're working with you on something we're all working on. So that pushes us, because we have careers, to find more leading edge stuff, so that when you ask us at the next workshop in January or whatever, like, we actually have something new.
Oh, that was so last month.
Right, exactly. Right. No, curl the index finger. We used to play when I wanted anyway, since then the event has grown in its own kind of beautiful ways. I'm thinking about including Maria in the fold, and then somewhat perhaps less beautiful ways we have Rebbe and Ethan helping us as well. Sorry about that. It's just facts are facts. So we kind of have like a nice group, and what we like to do is kind of we like to play off on each other a little bit. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with a 5 to 7 minute kind of introductory on the theme of opening stretch meditation, or qigong or stretch. Is that good? And Kevin doesn't know, but he's going to lead it. So come on up. That's great confidence.
Thank you.
Most people are like, what? You don't know? He was like, yes. He just lays his DVDs out for sale. And like, okay. So like 5-6 minutes.
Some qigong?
Yeah, or stretching, or whatever
Okay.
kind of feels appropriate to start us. You could tell us a little bit about what you've been studying so people know you, or how long, if you feel like it.
I think we should just stand.
Okay.
This is a different standing than you guys are used to. A little bit different, not much, just the placement of the hands. More like what Ethan's doing. In other words, not this one, it's this one. Be balanced on your front, and your heel and the ball of your feet be right in the middle. Let go. Let your shoulders drop. Let your glutamus release. Don't hold any tension in your butt. That's very important. You'll catch yourself doing it, but try to learn not to. Always bend a little, don't lock them. You're sitting. Down like you're holding buckets right on the seam of your thighs all the way back. Let the shoulders drop. Try not to hold anything, but let your hands drop down. Don't hold your arms up at all, just let them drop down. Turn them in a little. Belly go right out. Let it just go out. Don't hold it in at all. My teacher says we're trying to get a keg here, not a six-pack. Just let it out. Feel your hands filling a little bit. And we can cross our hands over on the navel. For men, left hand underneath right hand. For women, right hand underneath left hand. And then just drop it a little bit below the knee. And rest there. This is supposed to allow the chi to go wherever it needs to go. If you let it. Let the hands drop, and you can just shake it out a little bit, just lightly.
you. Thank you.
First?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Figure you might do something for our space.
Well, actually, I've been talking to Rick about our perception of how our energy, space, vibration affects other people, and how that of another person affects us. And I've never done this before, so what the heck? Generally, I have found that when I observe people working together, whether they're doing push hands or coaching each other, it seems like people are in a trance, like they have their way of doing this. And so you say, "Oh, step up, Ethan. Step up, and we're going to clap hands." Ethan has his normal, habitual way of doing this. Now, if you look at Ethan's posture and you look at Ethan's energy, right? Now, is he coming up to me as an ally, or as a challenger, or as an enemy? Right? Now, right now, it feels like he's coming up as a challenger as opposed to an ally. Right? Now, there's two things involved here. One is, what is he putting out that I am feeling? Whether or not that's what he's putting out. Right? He may be putting out, "Oh, love you, Marie, I'm glad you're here." But what I'm feeling is, oh, he's being a little challenging, Marie. And I'm like, okay, what do you got, Maria? Right? So, now somebody else comes and rubbing. I'm going to have you each do this with each of you. Right? So Rebbe comes up, and you cross hands. And, oh, definitely an ally.
I feel it.
Definitely an ally. Now, can you see in our energy fields that we are allies in this? We're meeting in a way where, if we're going to work together, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun because it's going to be meeting, and we might challenge each other, we might not. We might just try to kind of goof on each other, or we might, you don't know what we're going to do, but we're allies. Right? Now, Andrew and Ethan just go and okay, now just looking at their energy and the vibe they're giving out. Allies, enemies, challengers.
They look like allies.
They're challenging each other.
I think they're challenging each other to see who's the best ally.
My challenge is with him, I just want to go right to the hug. I don't want to stay. Right? Yeah.
So I want to do a round robin just for the first taste is just one after the other. Come line up with Ethan, line up with Andrew, one after the other, make a line, and just decide ally, enemy, or challenger. All right?
Two lines.
Two lines?
Or are we two lines?
Well,
What are we doing? We're doing
I also want
one line and then
one line, and I want people who are not doing it to
Watch.
to see what is the automatic reaction. Now we're talking trance here. We're talking the automatic reaction that they go into just by crossing hands, right? Now this is not necessarily conscious, because if you're going to think consciously, it's, oh well, I want to meet Gregory in the spirit of love and meeting, and yet what I'm feeling is maybe I should back off. Right?
and
So
as
my-
you said before, it's what's happening is as much what's happening inside her as what her partner is putting out.
right?
You know, how she translates that information into a story for herself, and how it triggers her particular trances and the like.
Right? So do you understand what you're looking for? Two things. One, enemy, challenger, or ally. Second thing is automatic response in yourself, right? Because I like Gregory. I've met him many times before, but I feel threatened automatically. Just because he's big.
What if we're kind of predisposed to thinking you're going to react a certain way? You have to just blank that out.
Well, if you know you're going to react, then that's your habitual reaction. That's your trance. Right?
But I shouldn't think.
Well
should I?
said.
Well, it's not a should or shouldn't.
No.
It's not a should or shouldn't.
It's
It's
an
a
awareness
notice.
exercise, and you say, oh, this is what I'm doing, and this is my predictable. So if you have a predictable response in a martial situation, someone says, oh, I know Ed's, I know where Ed lives on this, so they already have a game plan on how to provoke that particular thing. If you go in with an awareness and an ability to shift your speed, then you have a different, you have a different strategic advantage in that situation.
All right.
Be open to being surprised.
Yeah. For those who are watching, just see if you can spot what it is. Now you guys have gone together, so please.
This all happens before you can have a thought about it.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah.
get your awareness to the pre-thinking, it's you can sense it.
Okay, automatic response. All right. I think it's challenger. He feels challenged by him. Not necessarily enemy, but challenger. What do you guys think?
A little nervous entering in. It's honest.
So what was your immediate feeling in your body?
Actually thinking about it, it's pretty much like an all the time thing is to go to even if it's a small sense of like anxiety or tension.
Okay, so he gets immediate anxiety and tension. All right, so you can step off, Darcy.
Step off, son.
Whoa. She's in.
You're going down.
Yeah. Andrew got his feet wet in the pond from that.
I'm already over
Enemy
there.
to me, it looks like challenger. How about you guys?
Well, if I,
Warrior, queen, diva,
It's hard
goddess
to-
is what that
Hard to
looks like.
tell the difference. To me, it's hard to tell between a challenger and an enemy.
Well, enemy includes fear.
The other thing too is like when you set this up as ally and enemy, challenger, I think people kind of hear it as a negative, but classmates can be challengers. Like I'm trying to find a good game here. It doesn't have any sort of enemy tinge. It's energized, but it's not necessarily against or for or with. It's just
It's not necessarily aggressive.
yeah.
Right,
It's just
right.
it's working. It's trying.
Enemy kind of implies a fear
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a desire to.
yeah, I don't think we can get many enemies today. Can we switch that to adversary?
Or
Adversary.
competitive.
Yeah, something that
Competitor could be the
you're
challenge.
not going to get many people who really want to do Andrew a lot of harm. Except for maybe me. But
Yeah, we can make a separate line for that. And plus, you don't want him as an enemy. We can also say that.
Just do that, you guys. Just hold in, step in, touch hands. What do you guys feel?
Feel earnestness.
yeah.
Can we add other words?
A challenge.
Like I just feel like kind of. Yeah.
That's as close to an ally as I've seen yet. On this.
Except Marie and me.
It felt like Daryl was challenging himself to have a certain quality. That's what it felt like to
Were
me.
you trying not to be aggressive?
I was trying to be cooperative.
I'm picking up.
Opposed
I'm
to
picking up.
combative.
Okay. Okay, good. Next.
Rebbe, you said
I want to do
earnestness,
this
right?
quickly
Yeah.
because we're going to turn it
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
and do another person.
I
I
guess
thought
we
Ernest
do all
was
that.
really good.
So
That's what it
quickly.
seemed like.
Friends.
Good partner.
Okay, what do you guys feel?
I feel gentleness.
You feel what?
Gentleness.
Yeah. I feel like it's like a father teaching his son.
Or a grandfather.
Wait, who's which?
This is more of an ally situation. Okay, next. Next.
This one feels the best to me so far. Just from here.
Definitely adversary. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, this feels great to me.
for me too.
So, like a bubble, like a bubble of the vibe.
What do you guys feel?
I feel like we're just checking each other out. Yeah.
All right.
Feeling out the waters. This one feels the most like we're structurally. We match structurally.
So it's more of a neutral.
Yeah. It's like it's not like one of us is like we're both right on.
We're both inquisitive though.
Yeah.
Okay,
least I
neutral
am.
but curious.
Yeah.
Okay, next. I just want you to notice your reaction. All right, what do you guys feel?
I don't feel defensive against him. I feel defensive about being watched.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't really know. Maybe if I was
Children.
tuning in for like 20 minutes, I'd get a better sense of it. But as far as
No. I want the immediate reaction. Okay, all right.
I definitely feel that Andrew is challenging in this.
You do not, or
You definitely feel like you're the challenger in this one.
oh,
Like you're creating a dominant stance there.
yeah,
It felt like Andrew was challenging him to get engaged.
exactly.
Is what it felt
Because
like.
I felt this feedback. I guess I felt you closed your eyes and went inward.
Yeah,
And I'm looking through, and so I was kind of waiting where.
I
Which
never-
is something you got me in China on.
Ah.
So it's like I've been working on that.
When I never felt like I was about to go flying backwards. You know what I mean? Like I never felt like that kind of challenge.
So it was not being watched.
Yeah.
All right, so
So you
next.
went inside.
It was like you were knocking on his door, asking him to come out and play.
Okay, what was your guys' first reaction?
That's it. It's very interesting being me because I'm getting everyone.
Yeah.
It's always interesting being you, Andrew.
Unless,
We recommend it if you ever get the chance.
If you have an
I
opportunity
feel-
to trade up.
I feel there's a. I feel like there's an uncertainty here.
Okay. So you go into I'm not quite sure.
Or
I'm happy to be here, but I don't know him, so yeah, there's maybe some
Uncertain.
back and forth, I would say. Yeah, back and forth between uncertainty and
Okay, so that just want you
Positive
to
energy.
notice that that's
Yeah.
your automatic reaction. Okay, next. Do it and then see.
When you say notice that it's your automatic reaction, I'm hearing that you're kind of saying usually, normally, or always. Could it be that's your automatic reaction today, given this situation? Or are you thinking broader when you say that's your reaction?
I'm thinking broader, but we're going with today because that's what we got.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, how do you guys feel?
I feel like he was trying to help me.
there's a moment.
There's a congeniality to it.
The first time we touched, I felt you could have pushed me about 30 feet. It's just a moment. Like I felt.
Now I feel
Now,
neutral.
yeah.
But I felt that you were. That I just felt that helpfulness. That's the only way I can describe it. And it felt good.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, next.
thank you.
Okay, what do you guys feel?
Present.
Good.
Very meditative. That was a very good meditation. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
You've already defeated.
I noticed how Andrew's energy shifts when he touches Rick.
Yeah.
Notice Andrew has no energy left.
reflexively give Rick space.
I defer to Rick.
When you come together.
So that's an interesting thing. When Andrew was so strong with everybody, Rick comes by and Andrew kind of backs off a little bit. Okay, so Andrew is deferring to Rick for some reason.
Because I think I'll go into.
I deliberately did that.
Yeah.
Right? I deliberately came in with a cooperatively challenging energy, right?
Right, and my reaction was, I could have gone into Palookaville.
Right.
Which is like
reactive responses.
Reactive, like muscle karate. So I decided I didn't want to do that. So it meant kind of just.
Yeah. So we come in here like this, and this is an invitation to, okay, let's crank this baby up.
Right.
Let's see what this baby can do. Right. And so it's an invitation to increase the energy of the situation.
Yeah. I've been thinking about for preparation for this. Maybe I'll talk about it later. But I've been pretty good on people know it first, second, third dantian, but three. So I'm pretty good on lower and middle, but upper, which I think is a very high one. I'm still in R&D, and I just realized this moment you're like, it's coming all out of the upper dantian, and it's a higher level, and I'm not there. If you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
So it's
yeah.
coming out. I'm still here.
The love space.
Yeah, I'm not up in. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
So now let's just pick two random people, two volunteers. Two volunteers.
I think it's a highlighter.
Alright. So we're gonna do two at a time. Okay, I want you to disperse me. Okay, now Darcy, I want you to be the aggressor. So you take on the vibe of challenger or enemy. Just think, I don't like you today. And you tell me what happens to you when she takes on that vibe. Now you notice he's like swallowing a bit. You notice his shoulders are kind of coming down. His center of gravity is kind of shifting back a little bit. He's biting his lip. He looks a little tentative. And are you feeling a little threatened? Yeah.
Something to work with.
Okay. So now, two other people. I want you to be aware. This is all about awareness. All right. Now I want you to be the aggressor, and you just automatically do what you. Okay. So now, what was your automatic reaction to his aggression?
Trying to keep him over there.
To be aggressive back? Okay, so do it again. So he was aggressing, his reaction was to be aggressive back. So notice how the energy, he's filling his arm. There seems to be a little muscle tension in both of their arms now.
Great.
They're laughing because they're being called out on their tension. Okay? They're trying not to be mean to each other, but they're definitely locked. You guys feel that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Two more. Okay, I want you to be the aggressor.
Good luck, Garrett.
Just think aggressive, you're going to kill this guy. Stronger. Think it's stronger. Because you don't believe it, do you? Okay, believe it. You can take this guy. Believe it. Sink your chi down. Get grounded. Let your energy flow through your arm. Point your finger. You can take this guy. Don't push him. Just feel him. Right. Do you see him getting a little bit more together?
Yeah.
Now, Steve, what happened with you when he started shifting his thing a little bit?
I kept trying to disperse whatever he was throwing at me,
way, you got a little frustrated with your aggression, but then you kept ramping it up, and then you got a little bit more confident, and I kind of gave him that space.
Okay. So, but you were consciously giving him space.
No, at the end, no.
Okay. You were just.
I was just like, okay, fine.
You were accepting.
It wasn't a decision. I was accepting.
You were
that.
accepting his input.
Yeah.
Okay.
It felt like a settled resistance, like a settled palm, like the brick wall was already is what it is, and he wasn't trying to build to it. He just let it stand as it was.
Okay. I just want you to notice that that's what happened. Okay. 2 more. Okay, I want you to be the aggressor.
20 bricks in the wall doesn't feel like you're trying to add 21 or make it feel like that. No, it's just like if you were at
Really aggressive, like you're gonna drop this guy to the ground. Okay, now notice he was really getting into the other guy's space. You were actually moving back to give him room. Yeah. And what did you feel?
Well, I felt that he was pushing me, but not disrupting.
Okay.
I didn't feel I was going to change.
But you felt the vibe.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I felt he really didn't want to push me.
He was just doing it because I told him to.
But I mean, which may have affected the way I reacted.
Ah, okay. So, Rick, you be aggressive with him because you...
No, now
you're not going to give him the out of thinking, yeah, he's only doing it because I told him to. All right, you give him some aggression. Okay, now you just notice your reaction. What's your automatic go-to reaction?
that I hope I do well.
Okay, so you're criticizing yourself.
I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm. Should I just say anything that what's in my mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
I figure I'm learning something. That's what's in my mind.
Okay, well, we're going to teach you something. All right? Step back with your back foot a little bit. Feel the ground.
Yeah.
Did you do the Sungkwa thing with Rick ever?
No.
Okay. So I want you to feel the earth as you're not pushing against the earth. You're meeting the earth. And let your kwa relax. So you're meeting the earth.
There you go.
Now I'm just going to switch your posture a little bit so that you're just going to move you a little bit towards the front of your feet.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, now you're going to point your finger.
Very nice.
Now you're not going to think, you're just going to do what I'm telling you to do. Alright, you're going to let the energy flow right through here and out your arm. You're going to fill your arm up. Not pushing against Rick, but filling your arm up to meet Rick. And don't think about it, just meet Rick. Find a being, connect up with Rick.
Rick's knee went back a little.
That's good. That's a lot. Did you all
So
see
it's
the
an even game then. Energetically, it's an even game.
Did you?
Right. So it definitely felt like you came up, met me, etc.
Oh, good.
So that was.
I felt my arm. I mean, I did feel a little in my finger. I felt like my finger was expanding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you do that again, right? You're here, and so get down like this, and then kind of point and reach through that, and good. So notice I'm going to push in now, and just keep meeting me, and notice that you've got all you need right there to handle what I'm giving you. So that just that little bit there of settling down and expanding internally, opening up, and also notice that you're in an altered state of consciousness right now. Okay, you moved into a very clear-minded, calm state.
Yes, yeah. Actually,
right.
which for me is really amazing thing.
Fabulous.
Seriously.
So we went.
I felt like
I
I was in a little globe here.
Beautiful. So just in a matter of seconds, you shifted from a little bit anxious and maybe self-critical, right?
Yeah.
Self-conscious, to at peace, expansive, and confident.
Yeah.
That was great.
Hey Maria, can I ask you to stop doing this? Because I'm going to lose a lot of students. It's going to be like, I need to come to class now.
Oh, it shows
So
me
if
how,
you just cut it off.
it shows me how much I need to come.
You're telling me I have used up time, but I want to do.
No, not actually. No, not at all. Whatever time you want.
Okay, you and let's see, you and you. Okay, I'm gonna need your help on this one. So we're gonna make these guys powerful.
You can hear it.
Yeah.
Tall task.
Well, you know, that's why we're here. Okay, so get into a stance and okay. Now, what do you feel right off the bat?
Me? I feel the
Both of you.
shoulder kind of collapsing.
Okay.
Disruption.
You're collapsing and you're collapsing. Yeah, you're both kind of tentative about the whole thing, a little subconscious. Okay, so now we're going to adjust them
Okay.
to get them to be able to meet each other.
I shall follow your lead.
All right. First of all, have either of you done the Sumqua exercise before? Oh, we got some real newbies here. No wonder. All right, so turn this one down a little bit more, 25. Okay, now feel the earth, but don't push against it. Release your knees and relax your arms.
That means that's good.
That means like sink in so that you can feel the energy all the way from the bottom of your foot coming up through into your torso. Alright? And Rick will explain it about that. Okay. And now I want you to put your center of gravity. You're kind of on your back here. I want you to feel the ball of your right foot.
Maybe you'll get the mic. I'm just trying to find the mic.
Center of gravity.
Shoes moving around a lot. I can't leave it fixed.
There. I want you to do him.
Okay.
Okay? And think of lengthening your neck and pulling up his constant. Okay. Also, there's another string from your clavicular knot. Pulling you up. Right. So now the energy should be able to flow all the way down through your torso into the ground. Okay. I want you to step back just a little bit so he
Speak
has
louder
a
so
little
people can hear what you're doing.
Okay. Step back just a step so that he has no more room so his arms not back out. I want you to shake out your hand. You can do the same thing. I want you to point your finger. I want you to reach with your finger.
Nice.
Make a nice round arm. Move him like that, but do not press against him.
Okay.
Don't press against him, just contact. And I want you to feel him through there. And look for him, the being, not the body. Look to connect with the being in that whole energy system. Right? Don't look down. Don't put your eyes away and go off somewhere else. Really look at him. I want you to engage him. He's not going to hurt you. You're not going to hurt him.
A lot of it is he's responding to the energy you're giving out here. So notice the tension in your shoulder. Okay, just drop that. 'Cause we want you guys to have it to be an energetically neutral, or at least physically neutral kind of space here. So that tension in your shoulder was giving the signal to him that you were on the attack. That you're coming after him, right? So we want you to have to be full here.
Notice
You're
when
pointing,
you're
reaching with the finger,
being
but
automatic.
relaxing your shoulder and just allowing that. There you go. And Sumqua is you're going to relax your hip joints. That's it. And just sink down into the earth. There you go. Good. Beautiful. Terrific. Right?
Can or should Garrett take off his sunglasses? Because not being able to penetrate
You
your
want to do the
eyes.
same. You want to relax.
It's a different.
Spiral down. That's it. Just feel your sinking down into down into your hip joint, and just allow that energy to come up through the earth, from the earth up through your arm, and relax it so that there's no tension between there. But we want to feel the energy of the confrontation rising without the physical manifestation of it, right? So there's a sense of fullness there. You're coming out to meet each other. That's beautiful right there.
Okay. Now,
Garrett,
did
can you-
anybody
can you look
notice
at
the
Jonathan?
difference in what they're doing now than what they were doing before?
You know, I think we're always trying to stay focused on the, what we're
Yeah, no,
presented
you're
with.
absolutely right about the meeting. So this is what's happening here, is being able to relax into the meeting, into the moment, and allow the energy to express itself. So once you just kind of push a little bit against it, and notice how your arm is able to handle this here. You push into him, and notice that that's able to handle what you're giving as well, right? So we have a dynamic neutrality going on here, which sets the game, and then relax and let that was just a little to test that oh, okay, it gives you some feedback about okay, the force on force here, that's not gonna cut it. We're gonna have to go to someplace else, but you're loading the system so that you're now able to meet.
So that there's not nothing there.
Right. There is a dynamic neutral. The energy is a high energy neutrality, which is open to yin yang, insubstantial, substantial, all possibilities at this point.
But you're supposed to stay within yourself when you feel the contact from another arm.
You want to meet that. You want to meet that. You want to rise up and actually contact him, soul to soul, in this. So can I step in here for a moment here? I just want you to feel this. I want you to me in the eyes. That's it. Good. That's it. Beautiful. That's it. Now notice what just happened to you. Can you describe it?
I don't know. I was trying to not pay attention to the image. You just didn't notice.
So right now, you've moved into an altered state of consciousness. You've moved out of your thinky mind, and you're here with me in the present moment, and you're full. Yeah. And notice that I push in, and you got all the power that you need to handle that challenge. Okay. It's such a quiet, soft power.
It's subtle.
Very quiet, very soft, but it allows you to hold your space without pushing, without withdrawing, to be able to just be there.
I was going to say too, a lot of times my initial response is to right away, as soon as you make contact, try to get into the structure, and a lot of times it just makes me overextend and not really.
Right. And if you're playing with your buds and that's the game, then that's what you want to do. You want to immediately step in there, and as soon as we step in, I'm looking to gain an advantage, right? And I'll do it, energetically. I'll try to claim space, right? And then, but you can also do it physically. You can also do it by encroaching into the other person's space.
Can we just do one last couple, and then we'll turn it over? Are you going to take this over and move on?
Steve's running the show here. So.
Yeah, do another. Absolutely.
Okay, I want two real strong guys who generally act aggressively. Volunteers, please.
Say it in a nicer way.
Strong, confident martial artist.
I can be that way,
All right.
but I'm not.
Yeah, Kevin will be strong and Ed will be the confident. Yeah, that's perfect. So what do we
But
do?
Ed already had a chance. How about Steve?
Oh, you need somebody else. I didn't realize.
Yeah. Give people a chance.
Oh yeah, no, sorry.
All right, so here's two guys who could probably hold their own with each other any day of the week. You both have some experience at this. All right, so just step up and contact and tell me what you get on first. What's the first thing you feel?
Shall I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel an equal challenging kind of a force.
Okay.
Similar to my
Separated.
How about you?
We're not meeting just yet.
Okay. So what we want here, since you're kind of evenly matched, you both have some skill, you both have some heft. I want you to look for dynamic neutral, where neither one of you is pushing into the other by space. You're meeting and feeling each other. physical molecules, but the insubstantial being who's running the show. Look for the person. And let your arms